Folks, has the offer process become worse? I'll get into that, and then the latest home prices and insights for the Peel and Durham region for week ending February the 7th, 2024. Thank you to the many of you that have subscribed to this channel. Still, there's many that watch every single week. You enjoy the content. I assume you enjoy the content. Why not subscribe? So let me tell you what's happening with the offer process, what I've noticed. It's something that maybe is a trend. It's happening this year. I didn't notice it before, but so with our buyer clients, we go see properties, we go see listings, and many of these properties are priced with the pricing strategy of pricing it lower, attract the buyers, attract the offers, and all offers are reviewed on a specific evening at a specific time. So when I'm showing my clients these properties, I do note on the listing, I say, hey, these people are having offers on such and such a night. I just don't want my clients to see that price that's advertised and have a false idea of, wow, that's a good price. Maybe we can negotiate down a little further. Most likely that price is it's gonna sell for much higher. So anyways, there's one house we saw, really nice house, but it wasn't for my clients. And we move on. We're looking at other properties. And as they offered on offer day for that house, about 2 hours before it was time to review offers, the agent calls me, doing their follow-up calls as they often do, and says, Santo, you showed the house. As you know, offer night or offer time is coming up. We're going to be reviewing offers in about 2 hours. Is your client going to be submitting an offer? He asked me. And I was talking to him, and I remember thinking, hey, I haven't seen any updates for offers on this property, because normally we get updates when offers are registered. I didn't see any, but I remember thinking, but that was a really good house. How come no one's registered offers yet? So I asked him, are there any offers registered? And he said, no offers are registered yet. I thought, wow, okay, thank you. I call my client. I say, guys, I know you weren't into that house, but it was a good house. And they agreed it was a good house, just wasn't for them. And I said, there's no offers registered yet. And they're like also thinking, oh, maybe we should consider. So they talked about it a little bit more between themselves and decided, no, that wasn't for them. So, okay, we move on. But a few minutes, like 10, 15 minutes before it was the time of offers, 7 offers. Boom, 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 boom. I get them all, my email, my inbox. 1 offer registered, 2 offers registered, 3 offers registered. 7 offers got registered on that property, all within the last 15 minutes prior to when the time to review offers was scheduled. So I thought, what a coincidence. All the buyers, 7 of them that were thinking of buying this house, they all registered within the last 15 minutes. What a coincidence. I thought it was really strange. Anyways, that's out of my mind. Life goes on, business, we're working with buyers and sellers. A few days later, there's a property with one of my buyers that we put an offer on. Now also, there was an offer night, and on that day, up till about 2 hours before it was the time for offers, there are no offers registered yet. We submit the offer, it gets registered, everyone gets notified, and I tell my clients, we're the only offer so far. And my clients are getting excited. Oh, imagine that. They have these thoughts of, what if we're the only offer? We could really negotiate a great price. And next thing you know, again, 15 to 20 minutes before offers were to be registered, boom, 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 boom. 9 offers come in. With us, there's 10 offers. My clients went from totally excited here to, what happened? Where did all these offers come from? And I started paying more attention, even the properties that we weren't putting offers on. This seems to be something that realtors are starting to do. They, for some reason, hold back the offers until the very last minute, and then they register them all. I don't know if I understand the strategy to that, to be honest. Is it to attract more offers? Because I can see it attracting more offers. I could see people that were on the fence thinking, our price is probably going to be a little bit low compared to the seller's expectations, and we really don't want to compete, so let offer night pass. If the home doesn't sell, we'll try, something after that. I can see a lot of people that are on the fence, a lot of buyers that are on the fence that way, seeing there's no offers, and it's minutes before offer presentation time to say, hey, if there's no offers, maybe we take a chance. So I can see offers coming in on that premise that there's nobody else putting in offers. Maybe we should try. I can easily see that. But the other side of that coin is I can see those offers being low also. I can see those offers really not being aggressive because they're the only ones. Why should they be aggressive? So if the strategy is to attract more offers by doing that, probably it works. But if the strategy is to maximize the price, I don't know if that's going to help. You've all heard stories of, I've told some here of 15 offers, 20 offers, 25 offers on properties. Every time I either see that experience, I'm thinking, I don't want to handle 20, 30 offers on a property. It's just, to me, I don't want to put my seller clients through having to review 30 offers. I don't want to review 30 offers and have to get back to everybody. I would rather deal with the 4 or 5 really good offers that come in on a property. So the pricing strategy, offer night strategy, in my opinion, is not about attracting hundreds of offers. It's about attracting the right offers. And your pricing strategy really helps figure that out. And so does the way the agent communicates with other realtors, the listing agent. The way the whole listing is managed, you're only dealing with 2, 3, 4, 5 really good offers. Everything else doesn't really matter. Just they're not even in the ballpark usually. If you think this video can help somebody you know, please pass it along. If you get value from what we're talking about, subscribe. And if you want to speak with me about your real estate situation, selling, buying, it's really simple. Up here, there's a link to my calendar. Below in the description, there's a link to my calendar. Click on that, book a time that's convenient for you, and we'll talk about whatever's on your mind. Now, let's get into the numbers. Okay, so here's a quick summary of a whole bunch of cities around the GTA. At the top, highest average sold prices, just for reference, and we're talking only about detached properties. Vaughan, Markham, Richmond Hill have the highest average sold prices. Then we have Toronto. What we're focusing on in this show is going to be Mississauga, Brampton, and Durham region. And these are the properties here. So Mississauga and Brampton prices over the last couple weeks, not a long time, but over the last couple weeks, coming down. Durham, 1 week to the next, prices went up. We're going to start off with Mississauga. 25 detached properties were sold. One of those were at $2 million or more. Now, in many parts of the GTA, sales are trending up. For Mississauga, sales really are, kind of seems like they're trending down. Although we're up 2 from the previous week, overall trending down over the last 4 weeks. Now maybe Mississauga is a late bloomer. Maybe over the next few weeks we're going to see sales going up, which is what we would expect because we're coming out of the whole holiday season. I know I'm still saying that. It was a while ago now, it seems, New Year's. But, as we head towards the spring, we expect more listings, we expect more sales. It just seasonally happens every single year. But we're not really seeing that yet out of Mississauga. Average sold price has come down. It was climbing up, and it's like, wow, look at prices. But right now, they're starting to trend down a bit for a couple of weeks, sitting at $1,387,000. 1,387 is 4% lower than where we were this time a year ago. The median price is 2% lower than where we were this time a year ago. The median price kind of looks like it's trending up when I look at the dotted line, the 4-week moving average. The average price, it's kind of hard to tell. It was moving up, but I know for a couple of weeks it's come down, so I can see it over the next week maybe turning down. 25 were sold, 16% sold at list price or more. So 16%, that's 4. 4 out of 25 sold at list price or more. Listings over 2 weeks have increased, and active listings, although active listings has been trending down or have been trending down for weeks and weeks and weeks, this 1 week they're actually up a bit over the previous week, and we do expect to see more listings in the near future. Months of inventory remain steady at 2.5 months of inventory. So you see here, it looks like months of inventory is increasing. That helps to explain why prices were coming down. But in many parts of the GTA, months of inventory is doing the opposite. It's actually coming down. The market's getting tighter, a bit more competitive, not in Mississauga. Here's Brampton. Sales, 48 detached properties were sold. None of those were at $2 million or more. So similar story to Mississauga. Sales, not really increasing. If we kind of take away the week we're in now, sales were actually coming down. So now they've gone up, but not that much. They're sitting at 48 detached properties were sold. January 10th, 50 were sold. So we're not really up that much. Average sold price for a couple of weeks has been coming down. It did shoot up a bit, but now it's a bit lower than what it was before, sitting at $1,167,000. So Brampton following this similar pattern to Mississauga right now. $1,167,000 is 3% lower than where we were this time a year ago. The median price of $1,125 is 8% lower than where we were this time a year ago. Of the 48 that were sold, 48%, so it's quite high actually, almost half sold at list price or more. Half, or 48%, equals 23 of those 48 sold at list price or more. Listings, here we go. We're seeing listings increase. That's what we would expect. So more properties are coming onto the market. Active listings has been trending down for weeks and weeks, but this 1 week, it's now on the increase. Now, I do expect that to be a trend, but let's see what happens. Months of inventory, a little lower, sitting at 1.5 months of inventory. It was kind of flat for a while, but now it's at 1.5. And here's Durham. Again, for detached properties only, and for Durham, I'm using Pickering, Ajax, and Whitby as my Durham sample for detached properties. Sales seem to be trending down, the opposite of what's happening in other parts of the GTA. 33 detached properties were sold. None of those were at $2 million or more. Average sold price is up to $1,133,000. Actually looks like it may be trending up overall. So 1,133 is 10% higher year over year. The median price is also 10% higher. Median price is sitting at $1.1 million. 33 were sold. 13 of those sold at list price or more, which is 39%. Listings, not a lot of movement. 51 detached properties were listed between Pickering, Ajax, and Whitby. So 51. Week before that, 55, then 50, then 42. So we're kind of in the 50s. Active listings is continuing to drop. And months of inventory, extremely low. Even though it's up from the previous week, 0.9 months of inventory versus 1 month of inventory, which is where we are now, you're not going to notice that change out there. So 1 month of inventory, it's extremely low, very much a seller's market. Looks like average prices are trending upwards. Here's a quick summary. For the most part, you're going to experience a bit of a seller's market out there. It's not like it was peak time and super, super aggressive, but for a good house that's priced right, that's marketed properly, there's going to be competition. If you're a buyer, expect to be competing. If it's a good house for you, it's probably a good house for a lot of other people also. Thanks for watching.